1,300 people die on Australia's roads last year, with a third of those crashes caused by drivers so tired they virtually fell asleep at the wheel. Today Tonight's David Richardson looks at a new study into driver fatigue and its terrible impact on families.
She was just always there for everyone, and a lot of her friends really depended on her as well.
This is just a short video to say, hi, my name is Tiffany.
Gone too young. Tiffany Flavelle, just 21, taken from her family in a fiery car crash that could so easily have been avoided, falling asleep at the wheel.
The neighbour down the road heard the bang, came up to investigate, saw her in the car, checked her pulse and all that sort of stuff, and she was gone. And then the car had caught fire, so they'd had to move away. And by the time the fire department got there to put it was just such...
Yeah, she was incinerated.
Tiffany was just 500 metres from her home when her car smashed into a tree. She'd been working all night at the family bakery, but no one thought this young, careful driver would succumb to fatigue and lose her life.
People who drive when they're tired, they don't realise the impact that they can have. They're not just putting themselves at risk, they're putting other people on the road at risk, innocent people that you know, they can take their lives, and their families and the people that they leave behind.
Melted remains of an engine block.
The charred pieces of burnt wreckage are all that's left of a tragedy that stole Tiffany from Christine and Mark, now both advocates in the fight against driver fatigue.
No, even if it's just a short trip, you know, 10 minutes down the road, if you're really tired, don't drive.
Around the world, 2 million accidents are caused by fatigued drivers. 200,000 people are killed. In Australia, 1 in 3 road deaths is directly attributable to fatigue. Now considered a killer on par with speeding and alcohol, the trouble starts by ignoring the signs.
People do recognise you feel tired, so it's a decision to continue when you're tired. And that's really what our research is telling us is the problem.
Professor Anne Williamson is the director of the Transport and Safety Research Centre at the University of New South Wales. She's just supervised an extensive study of 90 everyday sleep-deprived drivers to check their abilities to stay awake.
Did they crash, which of course is the worst outcome? You know, did they cross over the centre line? How good was their steering? How good was their control of speed?
Each driver is told that they're going to be driving for 2 hours, and to maintain speed and maintain vigilance as well.
All 90 drivers were put through their paces on this simulator, every second being recorded using special glasses to detect sleepiness.
The glasses are recording eye movements, so particularly looking at eye closures, so how frequently you're blinking and how long you're blinking for, which are behavioural indicators of fatigue.
Research associate Prasanna Prabhakaran and the road safety research team recorded every twitch, then moved the drivers into a purpose-built car to see how they performed in traffic.
We've got 4 eye tracking systems which are monitoring the same type of things that you were monitoring in the simulator.
Almost all the drivers realised they were tired. They recognised the symptoms, but in most cases kept driving anyway, believing they'd get through.
Deciding to drive when you're tired is exactly the same sort of road safety decision, and it's one that I think we need to make people very aware that you do it at your own risk, and unfortunately it's at the risk of having a crash involving other people as well.
Speeding certainly is the poster boy of road danger, if you like, but fatigue is a great unsung problem, and we need to do something about it.
Today Tonight's motoring expert John Cadogan has seen car companies already move into combating fatigue with smarter cars.
There's fantastic technology available now, but only if you're very rich. It takes about 10 years for technology to filter through to the cars that ordinary Aussies can afford, so we're looking at a death toll that will continue and not be helped by technology for a decade.
At that rate, another 4,000 will meet the same fate as Tiffany Flavelle before technology catches up. While Mark and Christine continue to mourn her passing, they hope others find an easier way to learn that fatigue kills.
We lost our daughter to driving fatigue. The flow-on effect is not pleasant, it's unnecessary. If there's a message there, just, you know, take a break, sleep. It's just not worth it.
I'm so excited.